Hey, welcome back to Learn Natural English with Friends. I'm your host, and today we're diving into some awesome words and phrases straight from Friends Season 1, Episode 11, the one with Mrs. Bing. Ready to sound more natural, fluent, and fun in English conversations? Let's get to it. Okay, let's start with a dramatic phrase: plunge someone into a pit of depression. Sounds intense, right? To plunge means to push or drop something suddenly into a place. When you say someone's been plunged into a pit of depression, you mean something made them instantly super sad or hopeless. In the episode, Monica says dating this guy could plunge us into a pit of depression. It's a vivid way of saying a situation or person could emotionally wreck you. Try it like this: losing that job plunged me into a pit of depression for weeks. It's colorful, emotional English you can use in serious or playful conversations. Next up, famished. Now this one's a fun way to say you're extremely hungry. It's way stronger than just saying hungry. In the episode, Mrs. Bing says, "I am famished," when they reach the restaurant. And trust me, it sounds way more dramatic than just, "I could eat." You can use this after a long day or when you skip breakfast. Example: I didn't eat all day, I'm absolutely famished. It's a great way to exaggerate hunger in a fun, natural way. Add it to your daily conversations for a little English flair. Phrase number 3, come out of your shell. Ever met someone super quiet at first, but after a while, they open up and get chatty? That's them coming out of their shell. Chandler uses it sarcastically with his mom, saying, "Come out of your shell," when she's being a little too outgoing on TV. It means to stop being shy and become more social or confident. Example: since joining the dance club, Emma's really come out of her shell. It's a gentle, friendly expression, perfect for describing people becoming more expressive. Alright, let's talk about dive, and no, I don't mean jumping into water. In slang, a dive is a cheap, old, often slightly shabby bar or restaurant, but people love it for its charm. Ross jokes about their Mexican restaurant being a dive. You might hear someone say, "We found this little dive by the beach, best tacos ever." It can sound negative, but usually it's said with affection. It's about those scruffy places with character that serve great food or drinks. Cool, right? Next one's flustered. Ever felt overwhelmed, embarrassed, or confused when something unexpected happens? That's being flustered. In this episode, Rachel and Paolo walk into the restaurant looking flustered, like they've been caught doing something awkward. You might feel flustered during a tough interview or when you spill coffee on yourself in public. It's that slightly panicked, awkward vibe. Example: I was so flustered when I forgot my speech, I couldn't think straight. A perfect word to describe those messy little human moments. Let's learn a fancy language tool: euphemism. A euphemism is a polite or softer way to say something that might sound rude, embarrassing, or too direct. In the episode, Mrs. Bing talks about how she uses euphemisms for male anatomy in her romance books. Classic. For example, saying "passed away" instead of "died," or "between jobs" instead of "unemployed." We use euphemisms all the time in everyday English, for humor, kindness, or to avoid discomfort. Start noticing them in conversations and movies, you'll be surprised how often they show up. Now here's a fun one: slugger. It's an old-school, affectionate nickname. Chandler's mom calls Ross slugger when he's tipsy. Originally, it's from baseball slang, meaning a strong hitter. But now it's mostly a warm, casual way to address someone, like buddy, champ, or tiger. Example: hey slugger, how was practice? You might not hear it daily, but it's a charming throwback term that still pops up in casual chats. Ever had a night so fun you didn't want it to end? Then you had a blast. This slang means an amazing, super fun time. Ross says, "I love your mom, I think she's a blast." Simple, clear, and upbeat. You can say, the party was a blast, or we had a blast at the beach. It's super casual and very common in American English when talking about good times. Next time someone asks how your weekend was, tell them you had a blast. Here's a heartwarming one, beaming with pride. When someone looks visibly proud and happy, like their face is literally shining with joy, we say they're beaming with pride. Chandler jokes he's beaming with pride while watching his mom's awkward TV interview. It's a perfect phrase to describe a proud parent at graduation or a coach after a big win. Example, her dad was beaming with pride when she accepted her award. It's expressive, positive, and paints a great mental picture. Last one, flirtatious. When someone acts playfully romantic, teasing, or overly charming, we call them flirtatious. Mrs. Bing's character is naturally flirtatious. She compliments, touches, and jokes in a way that's subtly romantic. You could say, she's being really flirtatious with that guy. It's a polite, slightly cheeky word to describe playful romantic behavior, without being crude. It's super handy in conversations about people's behavior at parties, on dates, or, at awkward family dinners like this one. And that's a wrap. 10 awesome words and phrases from friends to add to your natural English toolkit. If you had a blast listening, don't forget to follow the podcast for more episodes like this. Until next time, stay curious and keep speaking cool, natural English. See ya.